Today I'm heading to check out Gardens of Salonica, a Greek restaurant in North East. Join me as I sit down with Anna Christoforides, a proud owner of this award-winning restaurant.
Hi Anna.
Hi Damien.
Thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. This place feels so authentic, so simple, yet it feels like we're in another culture. It almost brings me back home to Ukraine. Where did it all started? How did you end up in Northeast location?
Well, we were students at Como Student Housing up on Hennepin Avenue with 4 children, and we were actually going to be invited to make 350 small bugatses. It was a huge success, and the people from the community asked us to go into business. So we were talking about that at the Best Steakhouse over here in the Cobalt building. And the owner of the steakhouse offered us to come in on Sundays and roll bugatses. My husband started taking samples out, and we were at the Espresso Royale, and our first big one is at Surdix right here in Northeast, and they supported us. And then it was Uptown Art Fair to get capital, and one day my husband walked over here and found our original site next door. We were granted 1 year free rent. That was then. The streets were closed. We scratched the ceilings and pulled down the walls and pulled up the carpetings 3-4 layers. And within a year, we had people knocking at our door, and we went from a little coffee shop that we assumed would happen to a full-blown Greek restaurant.
It's incredible.
It was customer driven.
Anna, what inspired you to open up a Greek restaurant?
What inspired us is more like what pushed us to open a Greek restaurant. I'm from California, and I grew up there eating the wonderful fresh foods and fruits. When we moved to the Midwest, the food is very different. And so when I met my husband at the university and got introduced to Greek food, Greek cuisine, it was just like a connection. But I always explain that Greek food is fresh, like California or continental food, but with more lemon and garlic. So I fell in love with the Greek cuisine. I found it right up my alley.
Anna, I know you were just on your travels to Greece about a month ago. First of all, how was it?
Greece is always wonderful.
Well, one of the things I'm always interested in, during your travels, do you ever bring back any recipes or from the food you eat that you implement into your restaurant or your menu? Because I'm always, when I travel to Ukraine, I'm like, okay, I want to bring this back, or in the real estate or whatever I do in personal life, because there's so many cool stuff that you see in other cultures.
Yes, of course. That's one of the reasons why I go and I travel. And I have dishes that is my 2015 kokoras with pasta from Kirkira. And there's another pork and plums that I got from Rhodes. And then this last year I was in Milos and I got the grouper fricassee. This year I found the moussaka made in little single clay pots and baked in the oven,
okay,
which is something that I've had before many years ago, but it inspired me to go forward with this project where you make the moussaka and then you flip it and serve it to people.
Anna, let's say I've never had Greek food and I come into the Gardens of Salonica. What is one thing you recommend for me to try?
Well, the dish that I love and the dish that I judge most restaurants by is the lamb shank anginatis avolemino. And that is to say, an all-natural organic lamb shank. We get ours from Hidden Stream Farms in Wisconsin, braised in olive oil, lemon, and white wine until it's falling off the bone.
Oh.
Then we simmer it with organic artichokes from California. And this year we also have the Minnesota asparagus we're adding to it, and finish it in an avolemino sauce, which is an egg lemon sauce. Of course, you'd have to like lamb, but actually, even if you thought you didn't like lamb, you would probably love it.
Oh, trust me, I love lamb. So.